Welcome to the Points Taken Podcast. This is episode 22, available November 14th. My name is James Keeley. With me, as always, is Sammy Schaefer. How you doing, Sammy?
I'm doing good. Awesome weekend. How about you?
Really, really good. Let's remind everybody what we do here. We take underdogs, overs, props, a lot of fun bets. Talk about pop culture, talk about what we're watching, what we're eating and drinking, having a good time. Got my Ric Flair t-shirt on.
Nice.
That must mean we won money.
That means it's raining cash.
He's got cash throwing it all over, or we're throwing it right at the bookie, and that bookie's putting it right in his pocket.
He is the bookie.
Yeah. So we had a good weekend. We got to hang out a little bit this weekend.
Absolutely. That was fun.
Went down to the city. Did not get shot.
No.
So that was good.
That was a plus right there.
Went to stage 773 on Belmont, our old stomping ground.
Yeah.
We used to do Chicago Sketch Fest there.
Oh, it's so much fun.
And saw our old pal Brian Posen.
So good to see him.
The teacher that introduced us. Got us into this whole improv sketch game. Having a good time seeing him.
Made us comedic experts.
Experts. That's why we're such huge stars.
Yeah.
I can't believe we have the time for this. Yeah. Well, we saw the show they were doing for a long time called Cupid Has a Heart On at stage 773.
Yeah, they were doing it for like 20 years, right?
Yeah, yeah. I saw it years ago, several times, and it's still good. It still holds up. It's still a lot of fun. And someone got pulled up on stage right here.
Nice.
And that's Mr. Samuel Schaefer. They were like, let's get someone handsome to pull up to Improv with Jill there, and you did a great job.
Thank you. I only had one line.
You did not make it about you. You didn't try to be a goofball and like ruin it.
No.
And that was a really funny sketch.
Yeah.
Mr. Posen's on the right there with the big beard. And everything went really, really well. I was really happy. That was like a cool event. I haven't been to anything cool in a while.
No, that was awesome. I had so much fun.
It's a lot of like preschool mixers that I go to these days. But yeah, it was great to see Mr. Posen. And I hope that Cupid Has a Heart On comes back, or they do something new, or they just do a lot of stuff, because that's a really talented cast, and that's a great show to go to in Chicago for sure.
I mean, if they bring it back, we'll promote it, let you guys know, because if you're looking for something to do in Chicago, it's worth it.
Absolutely. It's a lot of fun. We'll go meet you there. We'll have a Points Taken podcast party at one of those shows. Sammy, what's on the show today?
Well, we've got game day drinks, a killer movie review, and more Taylor Swift bullshit.
All right, we're back in business. All right, episode 22.
Nice.
I love it. We're filming this Monday night. The Monday night Broncos at Bills game has not started yet. A lot at stake for our guest picker, the wonderful Kitty Keeley.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's currently tied for first place with Kathy and Jordan. But if the Bills win tonight, leapfrogs both of them.
Wow. There's going to be a revolt if she wins this.
Well, listen.
No, that's a good pick, though.
I played by the rules. You can go back and look, because she picked Washington to beat Utah, but she was talking about the spread, and I was like, well, just take Utah then. And they lost. She would have gone 6-0 in college.
Wow.
And she was sweating that all week. She was like, "Urgh."
She put you on probation?
Yeah, like it was like she thought there was spread involved.
Yeah, no, she did a great job picking. I know there was nothing, below the bar or nothing like that.
But she still did well enough that she can win.
Yeah.
She beat someone. I'll give you a hint who it was. It wasn't me.
Oh, no, yeah. I've not done well the last few weeks.
Yeah, so she gets her lasagna emoji. But I went 9-2, or 9-2 so far.
Wow.
Probably 10-2.
Okay.
So she gets that smug look. But she's used to it. She's used to that. Lots of discussion about the great Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, he's always going to be a great discussion.
Lots of votes for his favorite movie. The best Swayze movie. We had Roadhouse,
Nice.
Point Break, Red Dawn, even Ghost.
Wow, well, that's a great movie.
Is it?
It's not really my genre, but it's still a good movie.
It shows that Swayze could do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
We've got to vote for the Chippendale sketch for Saturday Night Live with him and Farley, which was one of the best sketches they ever did.
Yeah, it really was so good. It was such a simple idea, but it's still funny.
The juxtaposition of Swayze, who had that like dancer, chiseled, like perfect dancer body, and Farley, who just had like that great physique for the juxtaposition of that. It was so great.
Yeah.
It was so funny. People said later that Farley, like, that really hurt his feelings, but he owned it so well.
I can see that. He's got a side to him.
I mean, he had problems where he kind of drowned himself, his sorrows a little bit, and unfortunately it kind of led to his downfall. He was such a talented guy. I hope that he realized that people were laughing with him and not at him, because he was so great.
So talented.
Yeah. Donnie Darko got no votes, but he was in that, and he was very good. Did you ever see Donnie Darko?
Nope.
He was in that, and he played like kind of like an evangelistish kind of thing. and he played. He had a lot of talent. He was good.
Was he a big role or was he a smaller role?
A smaller role.
Because I was like, that's not really a Swayze movie, right?
No, but he played like a character in there. It was kind of like a religious guy. I haven't seen that movie in a while, but I remember him being like, "Oh, like Swayze's in this," and he did great. But it's really not like he was not the star of it.
Yeah.
So who do you think? What do you think won? What do you think got the most votes for the best Swayze role?
I'd have to go with Roadhouse.
It was not. It was Point Break.
Wow. Okay.
Bodie edged out Dalton just by a little bit.
Nice. I can see that being a toss-up.
But it's close. I mean, he's so good in both those movies. I didn't think I'd ever like Roadhouse. Because he's kind of small, and I'm like, oh, they're going to put him in stupid things, and he's going to look, they're going to film it where they're like tricking the audience, and then he looks like, the total badass. But it went well. The movie was really good.
Yeah.
I think, are they still doing the remake? Did they do the remake?
I haven't even heard about it.
I heard they were doing a remake, and like Ronda Rousey was supposed to play Dalton.
Interesting.
No, it's not.
That's not interesting at all. It is interesting, but it'll never be the same.
I like Ronda Rousey, but put her in her own vehicle. Like,
yes.
if you're going to give her a movie, write a good character for her. Write a good. You're making it miserable for her because everybody's going to say, you're no Swayze.
She immediately loses like 30% of the audience. Just that.
Yeah, they do all these, they put all these women behind the eight ball. They're like, oh, everyone's in. Everyone will love Lady Ghostbusters. Don't worry about it. And then they hate it, and then they feel bad, and they don't get as many gigs because the money doesn't work out like that. Like, if you're going to give her a role, write a new role.
I'm sure you can make another bar fight movie.
We'll write it.
Yeah.
You want to write a Ronda Rousey movie?
I think we could do it.
I could do it. Give us a call. We're not hard to find. I got a text from you this weekend.
Yes, you did.
A little attitude on this one. What did you say?
I don't remember the exact text, but it was in the lines of, I'm beginning to think you were wrong about the Taylor Swift and Kelsey not being together.
Well, I read that and I said, I'm beginning to think you're wrong, and then fury washed over me. And then I put the phone down and then I had to look at what it was, because I don't like to be wrong about something that you think I'm stupid about. Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, I still contend, is a fraud. Now, if they're going to do this, Samuel, and they're doing this, it's all contrived. It's sponsored by Pfizer.
Yeah.
So they got that big Pfizer money going in there. Every commercial after like a football thing is like, guess who takes the COVID shot? If it's that important, why isn't it just available? Why does it need celebrity endorsement?
True.
No, I the COVID shot. Treat yourself. It's not going to sway people either way if you say, Martha Stewart's getting it, stupid. John Legend's getting it.
I know. I still think that conspiracy is it's not quite there for me.
Okay.
Because they're doing things that have. He flew out to go to her concert, but it didn't get any news coverage. So like,
it didn't? Okay, you're not on the internet.
It got some Twitter people talking about it, but it wasn't like it was the number one thing talked. Well, and that's true. Maybe I missed it.
You missed it.
Okay.
It got a lot of coverage. She put his name in one of her songs.
I did hear about that. She
Okay.
changed the lyrics. That's right.
What is wrong with you?
That doesn't mean it's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy. It's the long con, Sam. They obviously have a contract together that says, we'll go through the Super Bowl. If you're at the Super Bowl playing for the Chiefs to win it all, think of the ratings.
Yeah.
Think of the pub. Think of how many jerseys he'll sell.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to throw this in your hostile
Please
little face.
do. If they break up after the Super Bowl, then I will forever be in your debt.
I will give you this. If they get married, it's wrong.
I gotta wait till they get married, and then quietly annul it like a week later. And you're like, they're still gonna get it. They're still
Well,
gonna.
that's true. Maybe I'm not wrong, because Britney Spears.
She switched.
But Britney Spears got married for like 40 hours, remember? To the guy who was named Jason Alexander. The only reason I know that is because it's Seinfeld.
George.
It was different. It was not that. It was not Costanza. But yeah, like, they're not beyond that. But she's never been married before, and neither is he. So, and she seems, as much as she's like a crafty marketer, I don't think she's going to get into a sham marriage. So if they get married, then I got egg on my face, Taylor. My bad.
I will say, you're the only one on the internet that thinks it's fake, but I did look up other conspiracies, and they were bad. One of them was like, she really wants to date his brother. And I was like, Taylor Swift doesn't need to pretend like she loves you to date your brother.
And no offense to Jason Kelce, but he's not the more handsome of the two.
No. So I'm glad there's some other bad conspiracies out there. Yours has some merit to it.
Yeah.
The other ones are bad.
Yeah. I mean, Jason Kelsey's fine, but he's a lineman. The tight ends have better physiques. They're doing better. I think Jason Kelsey's married too. So yeah, that's a ridiculous theory. Yeah, but they're going to go through. Even if this is real and they break up, they're going through the Super Bowl. The minute the Chiefs get bounced out, they're working on their exit plan. I don't see a guy like him. And whatever you think, I know she has a lot of fans, and you know, they think he's dreamy, and she thinks he thinks she's dreamy, and all this stuff. Blah blah blah. I just don't see a guy like him settling down. He just seems like he wants to.
I don't know. He's kind of towards the end of his career. Not that he's old, but he's going year by year. I don't think he's got a lot of time left in the NFL. He might be looking for the next step.
Maybe.
But
it's in it's in broadcasting and reality shows.
Yeah.
It's not anything else. All right. The point is, I'm right and you're wrong on this.
Okay.
But we will find out in February.
We will see in February.
Or sooner. If they get married, boy, we might have to close up shop. All right, let's talk about some games.
Week 11 of college football. First up is Alabama at Kentucky. We took the Alabama team total of over 29.5.
I feel like I know this Alabama team pretty well.
I think so.
I watch them. I study them. I'm a proud alumnus. How did we do?
It was Alabama 49 to 21.
29 would have been rough.
I would have right on it, yeah.
That would have been bad.
Alabama 49.
49 to 21.
We hit that one.
My boy, Jalen Milroe, the quarterback, is heating up, baby.
Nice.
Had 3 passing touchdowns and 3 rushing touchdowns.
Nice.
Yeah, he killed it. That was easy. We had this parlay. It was all college football. All right, next one. What do we got?
Michigan at Penn State. We took the total of 46.
Yeah. So we filmed the last episode on Wednesday. We made our picks, set it up, did the parlay. Wasn't sure if I wanted to get into, cross football with college and NFL picks. So I went all college. I felt very strongly about these picks.
Yeah, you did.
And then on Friday, the Big Ten decides they're going to suspend the Michigan head coach, Jim Harbaugh, for the rest of the season. But just for the games. Just for the games. He's allowed to coach the rest of it. But they claim that he's a cheater on the sideline. And they're investigating him. He's under investigation.
Wow.
But he's allowed to do everything else.
He just can't be on the sideline.
Yeah, because they claim he's a cheater. If you're a cheater, why are you allowed to do anything?
Cut him off completely. Yeah.
Yeah. He was suspended the first 3 games of the season. And now the last 3 games? Or maybe it was the first 4 games? Yeah. It's a lot of games. You're either in or you're out. Yeah. I hope he sues. Even if he's guilty, and I think he is, I hope he sues the Big Ten for a load of money.
Yeah.
They have done nothing. The Big Ten has been a debacle this year. The Northwestern firing of Pat Fitzgerald was an absolute disaster. Now this, it's a joke. They have 2 teams that are in the top 3. Yeah. They got Ohio State at 1 and Michigan at 3. And they're pulling this. I mean, what are they doing here? As you can tell by my tone, it didn't go well. What was the final score?
Michigan 24 to 15.
The mess.
That's not close.
It was a mess. They had coaches trying to run the game. They had their offensive coordinator running the game. His post game interview, he starts crying and then cursing like you wouldn't believe on live TV, and just everybody, this motherfucker, everything.
MF and everyone.
MF and everything. He was so proud of them MFers. So I'm so proud of you MFers. Yeah. I mean, Michigan has scored so many points. Penn State's offense is so bad, they actually fired their offensive coordinator yesterday.
Wow.
Yeah. But the head coach, he deserves the blame. They always do that. They're really bad at their game plan, and they're like, oh, we're going to fire somebody. Yeah, so that guy has to go home to his family, even though it's not really his fault. But so we went 1-1, and then we had the final one. What was the last one?
USC at Oregon. We took the USC team total over 27.5.
Yeah, so kind of slow start for USC. They fired their defensive coordinator, and they brought in somebody new. So the defense played a little bit better, but USC was, they were getting it done a little bit. And they scored with 3:44 to go, and we had 27.5.
Yeah.
Well, they scored 27, and they decided to go for 2. And how did that end?
It ended with Oregon 36 to 27. Those MFers.
Oh. All you got to do is kick the extra points, and then you go for the 2-point conversion later.
Yeah.
They decided, let's do it now. It was some ridiculous setup, lineup that they were like this wacky play. Let's do some wacky play to win it all at the end. It was horrible.
Wow.
Horrible. Yeah.
Really just screwed up your day.
Yeah, so 1-2 in college football. I mean, it had to get better. But we looked at some other games. Utah, Washington over 54.5, hit easy.
Yeah.
Tennessee at Missouri, we're going to take Missouri plus 1.5, hit easy. But then we have West Virginia plus 12.5, horrible. And Ole Miss plus 10.5, horrible. So I didn't post those on X. It would have been 2-2 anyways.
Yeah.
It made a difference just losing juice. What else is next? Let's go to that. Let's go to the big boys.
All right, we're starting off with the NFL. We had a 2-team money line parlay. It was the Browns at Ravens and the Texans at Bengals.
And how did that end up?
And with the Browns 33-31 and the Texans 33-30.
Fine. You don't get partial credit.
No.
When they both, I mean, they both really had a chance to win, especially the Ravens. The Ravens are like becoming known for blowing it in the fourth quarter. They dominated the first 3 quarters of the game, and then just collapsed. It was terrible.
Yeah.
And then the Texans were playing very well with a bunch of injuries on their team too. They're playing really well. They got D'Amico Ryans, the new head coach of the Texans, former Alabama graduate and linebacker. He's got them doing some good work over there. Their rookie quarterback C.J. Stroud. Where's he from again, Sammy?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
We talked about this last episode.
Oh, yeah, that was, he's out in Ohio. What's,
Ohio State.
Columbus, yeah. Columbus,
Ohio
there,
State, yeah. You're learning.
I'm learning.
You're learning. So, yeah, this was bad. The Bengals, Joe Burrow threw a touchdown to Tyler Boyd, and he dropped it in the end zone with 1:33 left. And then the Texans, they tied it up, and then the Texans came down with 1:33 and kicked the game-winning field goal. Playing well. Coincidentally, this is a Thursday night game, these two losers. It'll end up in a tie probably. It's Bengals at Ravens. These are two teams that were like really hot, and they just blew it.
Yeah.
But whatever. Dolphins never do that. Nice team. What's the next one?
We had a 2-team 6-point teaser. It was Commanders plus 12, Raiders plus 7.
Wow.
And the Seahawks went 29-26. The Raiders went 16-12.
Yay!
There we go.
Now we're 1-1.
All right.
Back in the even category. Yeah. So this was a good bet, and I maybe it was a dumb bet because they won without having to tease them. I should have just done the parlay. Commanders were getting 6. They only lost by 3, and the Raiders won straight up. Again, I talked about it last episode. I can't stand betting on a game that involves the Jets or the Seahawks.
Yes, you've said that multiple times.
Yeah, but this one came through. So we're happy and thank you. What's next?
All right, we're going to the Giants at Cowboys. We took the Cowboys team total of over 26.5.
All right, so we have to get even, right?
Yeah.
How do we do?
Dallas 49-17.
It was too easy. This
Yeah.
is such easy money.
That was a
Oh
good
my
one.
gosh. Yeah, the Giants are on their third-string quarterback, Tommy DeVito, former Syracuse and Illini quarterback. Transferred to the Illini later on. He came in there. Kind of a fun story. An undrafted rookie. They're down Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor, but he came in there and he wasn't going to win this game. But he's playing hard. He's a good story. I guess his parents live 15 minutes from the stadium.
Oh, okay.
He's a New Jersey kid.
Nice.
So people were kind of bagging on him because they're like, "Oh, you live with your parents, really?" I think that's fine. He's on a rookie contract, an undrafted rookie contract. He's not making much money, and he says, "I love living at home." He goes, I get home, my mom wakes me up in the morning. There's chicken cutlets there. She's basically my alarm clock, keeps me scheduled. There's no distractions and everything. She makes my bed in the morning. That's where he kind of got me. I'm like, Tom, you're 25.
You should grow up a little bit. You can still live at home, but maybe make your own bed.
But it is nice like that, like the Italian mother just taking care of the boy.
Yeah.
Like she'll do anything. It's cute. I like it.
I know guys in their 40s that live at home with their mom. This kid's young.
Yeah, you may want to figure out some life decisions at that point.
That's what I mean. But this guy's, I get it.
He's
young.
25.
Yeah.
He's doing the right thing. 15 minutes from his house. And he's trying to do something. So, I don't know if he's going to make it, but it's a good story. I like that, people are still close with their family and not just like, screw you, mom and dad. You did everything for me.
I'm out. Going to get that Bugatti.
Exactly. Yeah. Hopefully he makes that. Hopefully he sticks around in the league, makes some money. Gets his own place one of these days. The Italians, man, they take care of their babies.
They do.
The Irish, they're pretty good. The yin and the yang. The Irish are good. They're just not like they kiss you in the face all day long.
Yeah.
The Italians, they're a little more reserved.
I could do without that part of the Italians.
They're wonderful. But I looked at some other games. Okay, so we went 2-1.
Yeah.
I looked at some other games, and I was like, all right, maybe I'll post them, maybe I won't. 49ers at Jaguars, team total over 23.5. Hit easy. Chargers at Lions over 48.5. Easy. Commanders team total over 18.5. Easy. 3-0. Didn't post them. I took them. I did very well. But our record, not so great. And then the 3-team parlay was terrible. The PTP overall record, 45, 47, and 2 on the season. Right where I didn't want to be.
No.
I'm like, no one cares if everybody's like 500. I want either horrific gambler where you can fade us and go like, they're so stupid at this. And then you make a lot of money and then be like, thanks for the money, stupid. Or we just killed it and made hitting 80% in the Elvis range.
Yeah.
That would have been where we wanted to be.
For sure.
But we still got some time left. I'm making the right picks. I'm just not putting them in the right parlay order. So sorry everyone who's won these parlays.
We're trying to get you some money. We really are.
Yeah. And I'm going to win $100 this week. Oops. Last but not least, we got Sammy's pick. Sammy, what'd you take?
I took, we were talking the Saints at Vikings, and I took the Vikings plus 2.5. And the game ended Minnesota 27-19.
I thought you were a fool for taking
You
this.
did.
I was like, oh, there's no way. Joshua Dobbs. They got him like a week and a half ago, and the guy's killing it. He's a great story in the NFL. He's a former Tennessee guy, so it's hard for me. But it's hard not to like this guy. He's killing it. I think Minnesota was trying to kind of tank a little bit after Cousins went out, and this guy they're winning. And the Saints were really not in it very much at all. It was 24-3 at half.
Yeah.
So Sammy's picks.
Felt good about that one.
5-4-1 in the season, a winning record.
I'm over 500.
Absolutely. Back in the winning column. All right. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. I need a drink. What about you, Sammy?
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling it.
All right.
Are these game day drinks?
Sammy.
Yeah.
Time for everybody's favorite game day drinking game. Is this game day drinks?
Nice.
What do we got today, Sam?
We've got Off Color Brewing beer for the top shelf.
Yeah, a little homage to the hockey season starting a couple of weeks ago. You a big hockey fan, Sammy?
No, like most sports, I'm just enjoying when I can.
Yeah.
I
like
hope
it.
everybody wins.
I hope everyone has a good time. Where are these guys from?
These are a local brewer. They're from Chicago.
Yeah, I saw this. I like the can. I mean, the little mouse is adorable, and he's playing hockey. He's ready to get banged up. What kind of brew is this?
All right, well, it's a Vienna style lager with maple syrup added.
Okay.
I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Couple things about it: 5.5% alcohol, but it says secret ingredients, and then it lists it, so it's not secret. Upper Midwest soured pure maple syrup.
Okay.
I didn't know there was different types of maple syrup.
Give it a shot.
All right, I'm up first.
Yep.
Let's do it. Oh yeah, you like them cold.
Absolutely. I'm a real prima donna with the temperature. Okay. I'm not loving that face. Okay. You gave this a 6.2.
Nah, 5.5. I'll tell you why, but I'll let you go. I want you to take a.
I know. See, I'm always at a disadvantage because I don't get to smell it. I should probably start smelling it first. 5.5 is not going to qualify.
Okay, you're holding on to that one for that taste for a little bit. You definitely held on to that one for just a little bit.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
I think you liked it enough to qualify it. I think you gave it a 6.8.
Pretty good. 6.6, baby.
Yeah, all
Nicely done.
right.
I'm buying next week.
It wasn't like it's a bad beer, but I guess I had too much hope for that maple syrup. I was excited, and I didn't catch any of it.
There's a real light hint of it at the end.
Yeah, maybe it's because the lager, it's a little bit, it overpowers it, but I guess it's not that it was a bad beer. I was disappointed they didn't get more sweet.
You wanted it like syrupy and molasses.
Yeah, I was like, I'm going to pour this on my pancakes in the morning. They won't be doing that.
Yeah, this is pretty good. The local brewer, off color brewing, coming through. This is a game day drink for me.
Yeah, again, it's enjoyable.
I'm already going back.
Nice.
Maybe it's the Ric Flair shirt that's
It's giving you that energy.
letting me into
Woo!
just keep drinking.
So that's unfortunately a no for me.
Yeah, for sure. I like it. I almost think 6.8 was a little low. What did I give it? 6.6?
6.6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you just made the line on that one.
Yeah, I'm changing it.
All right. After a review.
Definitely a 6.8 and growing. Yeah. You still won, though.
Yep.
All right, is this Game Day Drinks? Sammy, what else is in the news?
Nothing good.
Want to do a movie review instead?
Yeah.
Let's do that. All right, Sammy, let's do a movie review.
Nice.
I gave you a little homework. We were supposed to both watch the same movie. Which movie was that?
The Killer.
The Killer. It's on Netflix. It was released theatrically, limitedly a couple weeks ago. It's a David Fincher movie. I'm a big David Fincher fan. I like a lot of his movies.
He's got some very iconic movies.
Yeah. So I asked you to rank your favorite David Fincher movies, and I'm going to do the same. But Sammy, you go first. I said top 5. How many did you get?
I've only seen 5 of his movies.
Okay,
so I just ranked top 3.
So there's going to be a top 5.
I'd
Okay,
like to
top
do 5, but I'll just do top 3.
All right, let's see what you're going to do. 3 first or 1 first?
My number 1 is Fight Club.
Okay, it's hard to argue
It
with.
is a great movie. I watch it anytime it's on.
What do you give that a score of?
I go that 9.1.
Wow.
Yeah, that was honestly, it's in one of my top movies in general.
Yeah.
Great movie. Some of my favorite actors in that movie.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I used to watch it like all the time when I moved to Chicago, and probably in an unhealthy way.
Yeah.
Work, go to Duffy's, and then maybe bring home some nachos.
That's not the movie you want to watch before you go out drinking.
Yeah, well, when you're home, and then you're sleeping on Fight Club all night. Maybe that explains a lot. All right, what's your next favorite David Fincher movie?
7.
Okay, I was hoping I disagree with you. What do you got that? What do you rank that
I put
at?
that at 8.7.
Okay,
Yeah,
all
high
right.
up there. I mean, that was one of those movies I watched when I was younger, and I was like, oh my god, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah,
But again, iconic movie, iconic actors, just great job all around.
yeah. 7's great. What's your third?
The Game.
The Game. Okay, that was some homework. You watched that
That
recently.
was, you recommended it, and I watched it, and I was, for a movie that came out in the late 90s, I still, for my first time watching it, was like, this is a great movie.
I think it holds up.
Yeah.
I probably saw it 6 years ago.
There's like one part at the very end, you have to kind of suspend your belief for a minute to really stay in the mode, but all in general, it was great.
Yeah,
I kept thinking, I'm like, okay, I know where this is going. I'm like, oh, okay, I was wrong.
good cast.
Mm-hmm.
Good cast. Michael Douglas is very good in that. His brother, what's that wacko's name? Ron Penn.
Ron Penn.
Very good actor.
He's good.
I'm not a great human being. Ask Madonna about that.
Yeah.
Look up Sean Penn. What did he like? Just look up Sean Penn beats up Madonna.
Oh,
Google
God.
that.
No, that's all I need to know.
It's not like a video. It's just like an article.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah. And then he's got the balls to like tell us all how to live. Madonna's mouthy. I give him no, just kidding. I'm kidding. All right. The Killer was not in your top 3.
No.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to give you my top 5.
Okay.
7.
Okay. That was your number 1.
It just edged out Fight Club.
Okay.
I give 7 and 8.7, which I think you gave too.
8.7, yeah.
Very
That was
nice.
right on. Mm-hmm.
And Fight Club was an 8.6 to me.
Wow, you were really right on here.
9s are hard because a nine is something that if it's on, like you kind of drop everything.
Yeah.
You know, like The Godfather. For me, like There Will Be Blood is one of my. That's a 9-ish. That's in the 9s.
The reason, and I'll just say, I know we'll get
Yeah.
back to you. The reason I give 9.1 is when I rewatch it, now that I know the story, I still watch for
Yeah.
continuity errors, and they just did such a good job filming that.
Yeah,
That there was nothing wrong to make you think, oh, I know where this is going.
yeah. They're really good films. I give him a lot of credit. You know, he had a few that I didn't love or didn't do all that well, but he's got. I mean, if you hit 2 really good movies,
Yeah.
you're doing well. But he had a lot more. So 7 is 1. Fight Club is 2. The Game is 3.
Oh,
So
wow.
we just had it. And then there's kind of a drop off after that. But I gave the Game like a 7.7. And then Social Network was very good.
Yeah. That was 4 for me.
Yeah, I just don't see me watching it like a lot.
No.
I thought it was good. And the guy, I always say to Kitty, you know, because he goes, it was in the preview, he goes, welcome to Facebook. Welcome. Like they did some drinking challenge. Welcome to Facebook. Yeah. And then Zodiac was pretty good. You should watch Zodiac.
I tried to. All of his movies are on like HBO Max, and I just didn't want to have a rental movie weekend.
Yeah. Well, you watched enough. Some other ones that are on like some of the lists that did really well on the tomato meter, Rotten Tomatoes, is Gone Girl. It was pretty good. I liked it. Again, I wouldn't watch it again. Girl with the Dragon Tattoo is actually better than I thought.
Okay.
I thought Rooney Mara was really good in that. Mank, never saw it, but Gary Oldman's in it and David Fincher directed it, so that'll be on the list. Panic Room, I saw a little bit of.
Okay.
What's his name? Jared Leto is in that.
Oh, is he? I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
I'm just going off of the. She was great in that movie. I can't think of her name, but she was awesome.
Jodie Foster.
Yeah, Jodie Foster's always good.
Jodie Foster's in that. She's solid. She's good in just about everything she does. And then The Curious Case of Benjamin Button.
You did like that.
I actually liked it.
Okay.
Kitty and I went, and I thought it was a very ambitious undertaking. You got to go. Benjamin Button starts. He's born an old man, and then he ages backwards, but he meets like the love of his life in the middle. I don't know.
The story's out there for sure,
Yeah,
but I hear great things about it.
Brad Pitt was in it, and he's okay. But the actress that's in it, I'm blanking on her name right now. Look it up for me. Sam.
Okay.
But she's good in everything she does. But yeah, it got bagged on. I think in the show Community, they were making fun of it or something.
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett
Yeah.
is really good in everything she does.
Yeah.
She's a tremendously talented actress. But not on my list of the top 10 is The Killer. Okay, we will let you know when there's spoilers, but let's talk about The Killer. We won't give spoilers until we tell everybody they can sign off if they want to see it.
Okay.
But what did you give The Killer?
I rated it a 5.6.
Yeah, I gave it a 6.1.
Yeah,
It did not hit for me. I like Michael Fassbender a lot.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think he's really good. Of course, I like David Fincher. Tilda Swinton is good in everything she does. She's in that. It's far out of the top 10. I just feel like, the limited quick release in a theater and then straight to Netflix is a big sign.
Yeah. I can't tell how much of that's on purpose these days or that's a sign.
I just feel like they know what's good.
Mm-hmm.
They test it.
They do.
Like when COVID was happening, they were going to release Maverick,
Okay.
and then they're like, no, we're gonna shelve it for a little while because we know what we have, and it was a good, very very good movie. Like you didn't want people watching that in their living room. Like you needed the big screen, you needed the surround sound.
Mm-hmm.
So it worked out, and it was good that they made that decision. Like let's not force this. We put a lot of money into this. Tom Cruise does great in almost every movie he's ever done. And you would think Michael Fassbender and Fincher is going to put out this good movie, and it just wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a minute. But Fincher started out in music videos. I want to see how many of these you know.
Okay.
Vogue. Do you know Vogue?
I mean, I know the song, yeah.
Who sings it?
I don't know who sings it, but I know the
Madonna!
song. Oh, there's Madonna, yeah.
That's a callback.
Yeah, oh, okay.
John Penn's old slapmate.
I'm bad with that kind of stuff, yeah.
You won't get this. The End of the Innocents.
No.
Don Henley.
Okay.
If you get this one, if you name their one hit, I will give you a $100 bill right now.
Okay.
Johnny Hates Jazz.
Never heard of that.
Okay,
No.
I knew it. If I sing you the song, do you think you could even...
I've never heard
It's
that
called
song.
Shattered Dreams. Now you're giving me nothing but shattered dreams. Shattered dreams, Sammy.
I mean, it sounds familiar, but I wouldn't catch that on the radio.
And everybody knows Shattered Dreams.
Apparently.
But another video he directed was She's Like the Wind. Any idea who sings that? Your own Patrick Swayze.
Really?
She's Like the Wind.
Hey, that was a Patrick Swayze song?
Uh-huh.
I did not know that.
Yeah. I did an old parody of it that was very disgusting. And I won't sing it today. It was real Weird Al back in my college days.
We left that one back in the early 2000s.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad. She Just Broke Wind is what it was called.
First
Fun. Wasn't that bad. Paul Abdul's Straight Up video. A lot of these in the 90s, in 80s and 90s, he killed. Loverboy was a band he did a video for, and they did the song Working for the Weekend.
I know that song.
It's Swayze and Farley danced in the Chippendale sketch.
That was Working for the Weekend.
There's so many callbacks in this episode. It's a real tangled David Fincher type web of an episode. He did Janie's Got a Gun video, Billy Idol's Cradle of Love.
Oh, wow.
There was a chick dancing around in that one. She
I
was,
had no idea he did all those
yeah.
videos.
And then, you might say Vogue or Express Yourself was his biggest video. George Michael's Freedom 90 with all the models, Cindy Crawford in the bathtub.
Yeah.
That was the best one.
Wow.
That was the best one.
And they really put some effort into those videos back then.
Oh my God, millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars. Fincher did so many of them. Made a career, and they're like, this guy knows how to tell it. he knows how to tell a tale in like a 4-minute song. So they gave him, I think his first feature film was like Alien 3. I remember seeing it. I don't remember particularly liking it. Alien and Aliens are amazing, and I didn't see much after that. So, but yeah, I mean, the guy knows what he's doing. But let's talk about The Killer real quick, and then we'll end this episode. So if you don't want to hear any about this, but I will say, you're not missing much.
Nah.
Yeah. All right. So, what did you hate about it, Sammy? I wouldn't say I hated it. I just didn't care for it.
I didn't care. It wasn't terrible. I mean, I enjoyed. It's not like I'm like, oh, I want that 2 hours back. The actors were good. Finch was always great. I think it was just a slow story, and it didn't keep my attention the whole time.
So yeah, same. And there was no one to root for.
No.
Like he's a killer.
It's a bad guy.
As you can imagine. He's an assassin. Doesn't care about people. And then he blows a job. And then they go to his house, and I guess that was his girlfriend?
Yeah, they
made like it was his maid/girlfriend.
It was weird. They didn't set it up right, but it was his girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they were clearly together at the end.
Yeah.
But, like, the brother's like, you've been very good to my sister. And this was in, where were they? Some
Another
island.
country.
Yeah. And so they're looking for him. She gets all messed up. She gets caught in the crossfire a little bit. She survives, but then it's like a Man on Fire thing where he like gets revenge against anybody that profited, except the one guy that like ordered it, the rich guy.
Yeah. That was weird. That was weird. It's like all of a sudden you have empathy.
Yeah, there was no set. Well, I guess he just didn't want like the backlash. He wanted to live peacefully. But I'm like, well, who cares about some billionaire?
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anybody was going to come after him after that. It just didn't make a lot of sense.
You're right about that.
There was no character development, no backstory. Why do I give a shit about some assassin who just willy-nilly shoots people in the head? And then his girlfriend gets beat up.
Yeah.
And I'm supposed to, like, be upset about it.
She's the only one that actually did feel bad for it, but not enough for me to, like, root for her.
Yeah, but we didn't know anything about her.
No.
We didn't even know if it was his maid that turned into his girlfriend. It was so disjointed.
Yeah.
And then there was a pretty good fight scene, and it's like almost pitch black.
Oh, that was terrible. I couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah.
I was so... Because it looked like the best scene in the movie.
Yeah.
I bet it had the best action in the whole movie.
Yeah.
And then half the time I'm like, wait, what's going on?
I know. We had to like adjust the lighting. We had to turn off the lights completely.
And I wasn't sure if it was my TV.
No. There was enough to make it watchable, but there was nothing to make it rewatchable.
Yeah. No, I won't watch it again.
Yeah. So we'll try harder next time. I feel like now we know though if it's like coming to Netflix right away instead of the movie theaters, we could make more money. Like The Irishman, right? They released The Irishman, the Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
Everybody's all fired up, and I'm like, why wouldn't they release this in the theaters though? I know it was kind of COVID time, but I think they made it specifically. I think Netflix commissioned it,
Okay.
and then I saw
that was definitely Netflix movie.
and I was like, it's okay. I didn't dislike it, but it's not Casino, it's not Goodfellas.
No.
It's not Wolf of Wall Street. It's none of like the great Scorsese movies.
I honestly didn't even watch it.
Yeah, well, you're not missing much.
And it wasn't one of those like I'm indifferent. I just did not have any desire to watch it.
It was probably, and again, like I barely remember it, but it was probably like a 6-8.
Okay.
Kind of just like bringing out the old gang again, and rehashing, some stuff. Pesci's in it, De Niro's in it. Scorsese directed it, of course. But I don't know, just a mob movie that no one really needed. So
let me jump back to The Killer real quick.
Yeah.
Fun fact: did you recognize all of his aliases in
All
The
of his-
Killer? All of his
Oh
aliases.
yes, I got all of those.
Did you? Okay,
Yeah.
got it. I was gonna give you a quiz, but if you know them all, then
Okay, well, give me one.
Well, I mean, the first four are easy.
The first four are very easy.
Okay, how about I give you one of the harder ones? then?
Okay.
One of his aliases was Robert Hartley.
Robert Hartley was Bob Newhart.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Bob
Wow.
Newhart show.
All right, this one should be hard, but we'll see. Reuben Kincaid.
Reuben Kincaid was the manager of the Partridge Family.
How do you know that? Get out of here.
Farley, well, callback. Farley played him in the sketch of the Partridge Family versus the Brady Bunch.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's too funny.
I have way too much terrible information.
You do.
Yeah. Well, Bob Newhart, local Chicago guy.
Yeah.
All right, I got a little trivia for you.
Okay.
Well, look here. All right. There's a collaborator for David Fincher, and this is him. Do you have any idea who this man is?
Yeah, I think so. I can't think of his. freaking name right now, but
What about this guy? Same guy.
no, I don't know who.
Kind of a band nerd.
No, I don't.
He's right here.
No, I don't recognize that.
Would you believe me if I told you that that boy turned into this man?
No,
That's Trent Reznor in high school.
I had no idea.
He was a band geek. There he is.
No, I did not recognize him.
Here he is menacing our buddy David
I
Bowie.
recognize Bowie.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the I'm Afraid of Americans video.
Wow.
He's going, what are you doing? Why are you filming me, Trent Reznor? Let's go photos of you.
So he was he was part of the movie. You said.
He scores all these movies now. He and this guy Atticus Ross
Wow.
is a composer, and they scored. The Social Network was, I think, one of the earlier ones.
Okay.
But now they do all the music, and the music's great.
Oh, the music is good.
It adds a lot. And he did The Killer, and the music was good. It's just not as memorable of a movie, but like they did Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and but Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross do a ton of work with that stuff. So super talented.
The first picture I thought was John Cusack. To be honest with you, I was like, "Why the hell are you pulling up a John?"
Oh, is it
Cusack?
Oh.
It looked like him, but clearly it's not. But that very first picture kind of looked like John Cusack.
No, Trent Reznor is amazing, and John Cusack needs. Yeah, you heard me, Cusack.
Angry fan mail coming to your way.
Oh yeah. Fuck that guy. All right. Thanks for watching. We will see you on the Thursday show. You good, Sam?
Yeah.
All right. See you then.
Bonus outtake.
I wrote a theme song for our movie segment.
Yeah.
All right. It goes. Soda, candy, popcorn, nacho cheese, and chips, but we don't share snacks because Sammy double dips.
Okay, nice bringing that back around. I like it. Yeah.
Did you remember when you double dipped?
I definitely. Oh, I remember. You remind me every time we do food segment.